Welcome to Verbal Peak Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. Like to welcome you all to the show. I had to bring back our political analyst, that's Marcus Muhd. Brother Marcus, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Yes, sir. In light of what's going on in Michigan and the proposed recount in Georgia, I want to bring you on, for one, to talk about the 3/5 compromise. And the 3/5 compromise also is dealing with the Federalist Papers written by Madison, Hamilton, and John Jay, right? Now, Trump is being accused of trying to throw out the votes of black people from Michigan, Georgia, and in Wisconsin, in the areas that's predominantly 80% and up of black people, basically want them to throw out their votes, which made me think of the 3/5 compromise, in which 3 out of 5 slaves was counted as far as their vote. Is there any similarities in that?
It's a lot of similarities in it, bro. It's not a similarity. The whole situation that we're living through right now is very similar to back in those days in 17 so odd years, the way we were handled and treated and mistreated.
Yeah, I'm kind of seeing that. Now, I'm kind of curious, though. I'm curious to the point to where, how can he even try to pull that off and have others to go along with him, unless they feel like that 3/5 compromise is still in effect today? Was it ever ratified?
Not that I know of. It was dealt with in some sort of way. I'm not sure what way, but for sure it's still in the Constitution. And that's what people are not understanding. Some people are smart enough to know that it had been dealt with in some sort of way since there's some sort of amendment. But they're so smart that they outsmart themselves, but not realizing, hey, it's still there, though.
It's still there. Now, what about this Voters' Rights Act that has to be passed so many odd years?
That is it's something in the charter that says we have to keep Negroes, black people, in check. So they admit that you should be treated as a citizen, as a human being, but at the same time, we're going to always go back and check on that again to make sure that you're still a human being, that you're still a citizen. Maybe one of these days, one of these years, we don't want to have you as a citizen equal to us.
But now let's look at this. Do they have a case though? Are we equal to white people? The reason why
I would say that we were all created equal.
Right, yeah. You come through the womb of a woman.
Yes.
But is that black womb that you come through equal to that white woman's womb?
Well, in terms of capacity, I wouldn't say it is. There's a difference.
Yeah, because what I'm getting at is, okay, well, damn, wait a minute, let's look at this thing, right? Here we are building pyramids, right? First universities, first schools of thought, we go over and civilize the Caucasian in the Caucasus Mountains, right? And then we taught them civilization, right? So, are we equal? And will they see us as equal, or will they see us as gods? And if they see us as gods, are they saying, why are y'all contributing into human affairs? Why y'all participating in human affairs when we knew who you were before we bottled you up in slavery? And if you reach your full potential, you can get out of any predicament that we could ever put you in, because it's like you stated on the previous show, Brother Mark. All Satan did was make the call, and we came, but he had no power over us, right?
Right.
So, could they be saying, "Hey, man, all of ye are gods, children of the Most High God, and you are, and what are you doing, being involved in our meager human affairs?"
I hear you.
You say, well, but unless we said, if we don't act like a god, and you know, the hell, they gonna treat us like what we present ourselves as.
Bingo. Bullseye.
Hey, we gotta wake up, man.
Yes, we do.
They done put the genie in the bottle, man. Got that
Yes.
They done slaved the genie, got him working for him, man.
That's right. To the point where they tell us who we are and make us act accordingly to that definition. You're 3/5 of a human being. It take 5 of y'all to make 3 of us. Is that 3/5? It take so and so many amounts more in order for it to equal one of us.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
So by that logic, Trump saying, hey, you got to throw out some of these votes because you counting them as equal to white folk votes. Ain't that something? So you got 30 shit out. And the sad part about it is the court is looking at it.
Right. But they have to look at it. They throwing it out.
Right.
It ain't lasting. And then he's spending so much money trying to get it looked at. He backing off some of his own BS.
Right.
Because it's costing him so much money, and he knows as a business person that what he's spending money on is not going to reap him any kind of rewards as far as what he really wants out of the deal. So he's backing up off of some of it, but it's not a case that he's trying to win in court. It's a case he's trying to win in public opinion.
Right.
As long as he got that public opinion, then he can override the courts with the army.
Right.
And establish a new court. And say these are the laws that this court is gonna hear.
But since he don't have a popular vote and only got 72 million, he can't use public opinion. Well, I don't know. He can't use popular opinion, but he can use public.
Oh yeah, he gonna use public. That's what they say he became the president. Is by using the public opinion. He played the media. The media thought that they had a media darling, which they did, and so they rode that media darling all the way to the bank until that media darling turned on them. Somebody got leftover food. You got things like that.
Wow.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. I'm sorry, bro. What you say, bro? I was, let me just say, in the Holy Quran, it tells us that when a beggar is in a position where he's begging, it don't matter what he's begging for and what he's going to do with your offering. Your offering is the same.
Right.
So I see a lot of us saying, hey, I ain't going to give such and such so-and-so no damn money because I know what he going to do with it.
Right.
Well, it's not your business what the person is going to do with it. Your offering is your offering. Your charity is charity.
Right. Zakat.
But
right.
anyway, yeah. But, he's going into these black communities, predominantly populated black areas, and saying these votes don't count. Well, he's not doing that, even though they may not have even voted for him in other areas that are white. He's not doing that in those areas. Why did he choose our areas? Why did he choose our areas to send in voter watchers?
Right.
People who watching people vote and whatnot. Well, you got a lot of white people that don't like you, Trump. Why didn't you do that in their neighborhoods?
Right.
It's because bullies will do to people what they know they can get away with.
Right.
They don't bother people who's going to resist them. They try to befriend them. Look how he act with Kim Jong-un and Putin.
Right.
He try to snuggle up next to them.
Right.
Because he can't bully them. So
but
that's what a coward does.
What did he call black countries? What did he call them? Shithole countries?
Shithole countries. Right? And then now he got the lady preacher down in Florida screaming and hollering, talking about the spirits from Africa going to come back and heal the land for Trump. They're coming. Go look it up. Shit's crazy. They are crazy. These people are out of their damn minds because they see their world coming to an end.
Wow.
They don't know what to say, don't know what to do. They're trying everything, throwing spaghetti at the wall, hoping something stick.
Wow.
Because they run out of their knowledge. They only have one book of mathematics.
Right.
And there's 60,000 of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They ran out of wisdom. They ran out of wits.
They exhausted their wisdom, huh?
They exhausted their wisdom. Their time is up. Their game that they playing is over.
Yeah. Well.
It don't work no more.
Wow.
Sir?
No, I was getting ready to ask, well, what about those of us that took on the colonizer or the slave master's mindset?
Well, I'm sorry, but some of us ain't gonna make it. You know what I mean?
Well,
some of us ain't gonna make it, and others of us don't give a damn.
Yeah. Well, and the reason why I asked that is I seen a lot of people, especially not a lot, but quite a few, a percentage of black people who put their hopes and trust in Trump, thinking that he was going to lead them to some type of promised land or something. I don't know what that was about.
I cannot grasp the concept of why a black person in their right mind would fall in love with Trump and Trumpism. But I see it more often than I should, And it's mind-boggling.
Yeah, it is.
Where are you coming from?
Right.
Maybe you can grab 2 or 3 points he made and say, yeah, a broken clock can be right twice a day.
Right.
You know what I mean? But just to become a zealot of his, I do not understand. But
that's
you would never.
No, I'm about to say, well, that comes from, I guess, them not knowing their own personal interest and put faith, hoping that he would guide them to the light you know, they put their sole faith into him being the leader and hoping he would do right by them instead of them guiding themselves.
Okay, but even after they see that he's not, you had 4 years and he's still cussing you out.
Right.
Why are you still a Trumper? I don't understand it. I do not understand it for the life of me. How you gut it out. And these are not dumb people. These are not people that are lowest on the totem pole when it comes to intelligence. Mm-hmm. These are people that actually kind of got it together a little bit. And, you know, middle class and, you know, but go Trump. I don't understand it. But, hey, when the broom come through and sweep, just don't be in the dust. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, let me tell you what a white person told me one day, right? We was having a debate, right? And he told me that black people were better off when they were Christians and slaves.
Yeah. Of course he would say that.
Yeah, because he felt like they guided us better than we could guide ourselves. That we don't, that with freedom, we don't know what the hell to do with freedom, and we still depending on white folks to guide us.
Yeah. Well, you still got them good old boys walking around. You know, they ain't just gone yet, you know.
Wow.
You got a new style of racism out here now. It's sometimes more blatant. But then at other times, you can't touch the brashness of how they used to get down. Like the comment that you just made. That was the old original mentality of the colonizer right there. Coming up out of it.
Yeah, even the Pope. Man, check this out. So Santa Claus really stemmed from Black Pete. Black Pete really was the god, and Santa Claus, he was showing him how to navigate. But the Pope was like, well, look, we can't have the black person out front, so it'll go over better with whites if you put Santa Claus as the lead and put Black Pete as his servant. White society could swallow that a little better. And there would have been no Santa Claus if it wasn't for Black Pete. Was a Moor out of Spain. But it just goes to show you that for some reason... Now, but then again, Mark, let me ask you this. And some reason, they feel as though that they have to be out front and in the lead, that society couldn't take a black person out front in the lead. But could that be a pact we made in the past saying that, okay, you can rule for 6,000 years, so we had to play the second fiddle in order for prophecy to be fulfilled?
No, we never made that. We never made a pact with him like that. The king made the pact when he said, get the hell out. You know, instead of just saying, hey, I know what you're here, I know what you're about, off with your head. He made the pact when he said, get the hell out. And so when they crossed the burning sands and when did what they did to become who they are, they also got along with themselves, with the creation of themselves, a body of knowledge, which is called technology. That we just got through mentioning a few minutes ago. That's run out. The effect of that knowledge is run out now. You know, the trick has been played. So, yeah, at the time when the nature was being made simultaneously with the outward expression of the man, his nature and the knowledge that he acquired in that process, we could not defeat because it was time for that. Mm-hmm. When you don't know a trick is being played on you, the trick is successful.
Right.
But once you are tricked, they try to play the same trick again, it will not be successful. At the very least, you at least know that it's a trick. If you still fool enough to go for it just because you're afraid, and because you think that everything is supposed to love everything else, even though the thing is doing harm, these type of sick leftover residue of slave mentality that a lot of us still have, then you'll go along with the trick anyway, even though you know you're being tricked.
Right.
But the trick ain't successful as long as you deny it. I'm not going for this trick. I'm not going for that.
Yeah, well said, brother. Well said. Yeah, because it seems like the trick is outdated, but the responsibility to go and do for self is at the doorway, and it's like the self-confidence, or some say, do I have it in me to go for self? I need to be remade again, put Humpty Dumpty back together again so he can go for himself, or the Wizard of Oz, or the Wiz, damn, I need a heart, damn, I need some legs, hey man, I need a brain, somebody, you know what I mean, I need all these elements to get out there and compete, in this society, it's big, it's bold, you know what I mean, and it's like, but that's another part where Christianity failed black people, because they need to spend more time teaching on the God within. You got God within you, so you already got what you need to move. Instead of teaching on the God outside of you that you can't, and making white that you can't associate with.
Right.
So yeah,
and he's only
yes, sir. It's only a what, brother?
I was just gonna say it only has power that you give it.
Come on,
because it's not even actually a God. It's falsehood.
Right.
And Christianity, at the root of it, is the teachings of Jesus, who was real and was the righteous, but it was mixed with paganism by someone who just wanted to rule over the people. And he knew that it was time that the people should have something of what Jesus taught. So he gave it to them, but he laced it with paganism and idolatry. So then you have a warped-minded, spiritual person that's following religion instead of being his natural righteous self.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's evident, but as you stated, there is a energy, a wave of people that's resistant, that actually want to be complete and totally free, and we got a lot of glimpses of that in that NFAC documentary that we put together that's coming out soon. You can see the energy and the spirit of the people who are like, hey man, we've been down too long, and we can't do it no more,
Oh man, that NFAC documentary is powerful, bro. That is an awesome, powerful documentary about to come out, brother.
Yeah, we
got something on your hands right there, man.
Nah, that's
real. Gotta see this.
Gotta see. That's Vero Creek Radio, VCM Films, A-Tone Productions. See, collaborating, man. That's what I want to say. If a collab, when you collab and two minds moving towards the same goal, that's the God. That's not just one. It's not just talking about unity and black businesses work together. It's actually evident where you can see it and it's actually happening. So it's power and strength in that, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what make it shine. That's what people fail to realize. That's the energy behind where you can see the lights bright. And you know, sometimes you see the lights bright, but you don't see what's behind the lights that's making it bright. And that's the spirit, and that's the unity in the energy of black businesses that wants to succeed. And then everything that stems or comes off of that, of course, is gonna shine. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It can't help but shine. Man,
right.
Oh, bro, so that's the ticket. But because people are at their wits' end, but they're awake to the fact that they realize and they know they're at their wits' end, and so everything you try to feed them, if it has a hint of that deception in it, they don't want it, because now they on the lookout for what's righteous or what's beneficial to their uprising. They don't want nothing else. Anything else is poison now. They like, I don't want that, man. I know this poison. I done had it too much. Stop feeding me this poison. But where the good food at?
Yeah.
That's what the people saying. Where the good food at?
Where is the good food?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Where is the real food at?
Yeah, that's what the people want to know now. They done had all the poison. They would. But the poison didn't take them out. They thought it would, though, Brother Black. But Brother Moore, I'm getting the hotline hot. But, you know, we bring you on because of this 3/5 compromise and this political season and all the chaos. Do you think they'll overturn the decision to give it to Trump?
No.
But there you have it. There you have
it. It ain't gonna happen.
It ain't happening. So, folks,
they're gonna make Trump be the autocrat that he want to be. If you want it, prove that you're the dictator that you say you are.
All right. Well, hey, that's what we have it right there, man. You know, we keep it strong. You know, and we get to the point. We put it down right here on Bro Creek Radio. Brother Marcus Muhd, I so appreciate you being on the show.
Always a pleasure, bro. Thanks for having me.
Anytime, man. Y'all be on the lookout for the documentary. Be on the lookout whatever A-Tone Production is putting out. And we'll keep you informed right here on Bro Creek Radio. Brother Muhd, that was